up, everybody? It's AG Crypto here, and I'm with Goldwyn. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, homie?
We just finished talking with DeFi Springs, Zach. That went well.
Yeah, it was a great conversation.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised on how knowledgeable he was with the whole ecosystem. Kind of shocked that he quit a job with Lockheed Martin to just go full time crypto and YouTube.
That's an inspiration, man. Like, what BT says is, all these people that get in the chat and they say, "Oh, I can't wait to retire. I can't wait to retire." And BT's like, "No, that's not what Elephant's about. Elephant's about finding your freedom, finding the why, I guess, per se.
Yeah.
I look forward to our streams because my 9 to 5, I make a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie about that, but it's not my passion. It's
Sure.
draining, if anything.
No, I'm ready for my freedom. I want to be able to say, all right, let's go to Atlanta and hang out with some people, go meet
Yeah.
people and do stuff. Let's go
Let's go
to
do-
Long
go
Beach,
do-
California. Let's go New York. Let's go to Thailand, all those
Yeah.
places. I just want to travel the world and have the freedom. And that's
Yep.
hopefully what Elephant's going to do for us.
Well, you know what? I don't think that Elephant's going to provide us enough money to be independent like that. I think what Elephant will do is I think it will provide us the ability to do things that we like streaming. Heaven forbid,
Mhm.
maybe we get big enough one day and we have sponsors and we have things and we can do this, and we can push content on a daily basis. Like you're killing it with your shorts, but this long version that we sit down and we do, that's not something we can do every day.
Yeah. 9 to 5 job. It's hard. It's like 9 o'clock right now
Yeah.
for me.
At 8 o'clock.
Well, I don't know about you, but I would like to have the funds to just get up and do whatever I want. I think people call that "fuck you" money, where you can just do whatever you want and just go.
Well, on a good note, we're not monetized yet, so let's get that out of your system now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so today's topic is NFTs, and you are the NFT mastermind over here. You are constantly trying to get me to buy these NFTs.
I don't think I'm a mastermind. I think that I see the vision and I see what they can be down the line. It's right now I don't think that they're very fruitful. I mean, they cost what roughly $425.
Mhm.
And I think that they're only paying out somewhere in the neighborhood of like 25 cents a day or something. You know, so I don't think that they're the greatest of producers at the moment. I have long vision. I
And
see
what
their
what's your long vision look like?
well.
Like
My
why
long
why
vision
should
is good.
I'm gonna say try sold me on it. Why should I buy some? And why should I have
Well,
more than one?
you already have some. I already know that. So, but my where is I think to answer that question for NFTs, we have to sit back and we have to chit chat of where is all that money going? Where is Bertha going? Because NFTs, you have a piece of Bertha, right? You have you have a 1% APR of the treasury. So if we feel like this protocol is going to be going 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the line, well, Bertha's buying every single day. As you and I, as people that come in and flip Elephant for a quick profit, Bertha gets her slice every single time, right? She gets her 5%, 8%, her reflections. She gets her piece of the pie. Well, she doesn't sell her pie, So eventually, she's going to flip the holders. That's the next flippening, right? That's going
Mhm.
to be a big flippening. When she flips the holder count, or how much the entire holder base holds, and she holds more than that, that's going to be a party because at that time the holders have like 233 trillion right at the moment. She has 174 trillion, so there's a gap there. The LPs only have 83 trillion, So, is Bertha going to buy all of the LPs, and people aren't going to buy any?
I don't know. It's a good question.
So, let's say 5 years down the line, Bertha's now at, maybe the flipping takes 5 years. Let's say the flipping happens 5 years from now, and Bertha's now at 240 trillion. Well, you still get 1% of that. Well, you don't get 1%. You get a piece of 1%, but that's
Mhm.
every single day.
And
You
that's
know,
it. And the price keeps going up.
right? And the price appreciate. Yeah, we're just talking about tokens. We're not talking about practice. Practice? We're not talking about practice. We're we're just talking elephant tokens. So those elephant tokens are price appreciating, and that's where in the long run, that 25 cents when we do a 10x is $2.50, right? That's
Mhm.
per NFT right now. So long term, in my opinion, is when Bertha has 300 trillion or 350 trillion. An elephant is 10, 15, $20 per million. Buying a, a million elephants going to be a lot. I mean, 20, you're DCAing to get a million, you're dropping $20. you
Mhm.
know well, the NFT that I have now that Bertha's 300 trillion is giving me, you know I don't know what the count is. Let's see.
How far away do you think we are from a $20 per million? You think that's like 3 years away?
Um, maybe. I don't know what the
Sooner?
math is on that. I mean, we need to have, next time we'll have EMH on, and he can be like, yeah, it'll be 2.7 years away.
Pull out his handy dandy calculator.
So maybe $20 per million is unfeasible. I haven't done that. I haven't sat down and put pen to paper to say, oh, 20 per million gives birth to what, $90 billion or something. I don't know what. Maybe
What do you
that's
think?
unreasonable.
What do you think we're going to be at by the end of the year? Because right now we're at, I think, 57, 58
57
cents.
cents, I think. 58
Yeah,
cents today.
something like that.
I think we could be at $1 per million by the end of the year.
$1 per
So
million
yeah,
in 3 months. Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
reasonable.
So you know, we weren't here for that first. We joined right after the parabolic run.
Hmm.
That tail, that last 80%. So
Yeah,
we
we didn't
weren't
get
there
to
for the.
experience it.
Yeah, we didn't get to experience the craziness, but I can see it coming. We're online doing content. Some of the big drip content providers are starting to produce elephant content. So I can
Well, they
see
have
the.
to.
Yeah,
Those drip guys. I mean, there's no more community for the drip. I mean, who's watching drip videos right now?
all the
I mean,
drip people that
honestly.
are hoping, all the drip people that hope drip go back up.
Yeah, well, it ain't happening.
I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I mean,
No.
I don't. I gave
I
up on drip a long time ago.
I
I
don't
wrote
think
that.
Forex. Yeah, I don't think Forex is coming back to anything. I don't think he can redeem himself from all the mismanagement, and all the delays, and
Well, I
it's
think
just a
that's.
it's just a casino, in my opinion.
Well,
The
I think
drip
that's from
community.
our point of view, right? We're disenchanted. We wrote our losses off, right? But the people
Uh,
that are solid in their community, they're trying to find ways to repair their arc, because then that's.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, there was a lot of
And I
hate
mean,
going on when the exploit happened. So
yeah. Oh, I agree. I mean, there's tribalism. There's definitely a line in the sand, and our side of the sand is a lot more reasonable than their line in the sand, in my opinion. I was in Drip. I still own Drip. I have 3 Drip accounts.
mhm.
So for them to be hating on me when I'm just as in Drip as I assume they are. Maybe they put more money in it than I did. I don't know. I put a good amount of money in there. Um, more importantly, I convinced other people to put money in.
Yeah,
So,
you convinced me.
well, I also convinced you to get to elephant. So that's not
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good. But so tell me why you don't think NFTs are the way, or I mean, what would you prefer?
Well,
Do you think
so
futures is better than NFTs, or
well, that's a whole nother topic. I still got to do my math and research and figure out a game plan for futures. But for the NFTs, I'm not 100% sold on them just because BT made a mention that NFTs are like Bitcoin miners. And if you were in Bitcoin a long time ago, you could have bought Bitcoins really, really cheap and you would have had way better returns on your investment than just buying the miner.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like there will be a time where it'll be nice to have it. Um, when is that time? I don't know. But right now, I feel like it's a better play to just buy elephant.
Well, I think it depends on where you are um in your ecosystem life, I guess. Like,
Like how
you
bad
know,
how big your bags are.
yeah, like I've hit my goal. I hit my goal, and then I doubled that goal, right?
Hmm.
So I'm pretty comfortable. And then I'm even farther than that. I now have money that or elephant that I plan to sell at certain levels. So I've gotten to the point where I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with my bag. Can I have more? Yeah, I could. And do I buy more? I DCA into the ecosystem every week. So, it's
What do
I
you
just feel
DCA in?
right now I buy
Hmm.
Trump and put it in Trumpet at the moment, just because I have some, but I don't have a lot. Um, I went heavy into NFTs in round one, so I'm pretty happy with that at the moment. I plan
Hmm.
on buying more in round two, um, but we'll see. It depends on, right now. I think that the cool stat is for a billion. If I were to sell 2 billion elephant, I could buy three NFTs. Now, will I do that? Probably not. I'll just fresh capital into NFTs. So
Do you think they're going to come out with a new line of NFTs? Like when we get
no,
past, so what I mean a new line, I mean like oh, when we get to round 4, maybe instead of all the colors, they might change it up and do like a rainbow color or something special
no,
edition.
no.
You
There's
don't
no
think
reason
so?
to. No, there's no reason to.
I I think there's a big reason for that. I
Why?
feel like the core community, I think, will buy up all the NFTs that they have now, and I think that in order to spark interest in NFTs as things simmer down, let's come out with some rainbow colors.
No, it has nothing to do with the colors. The only
No, no, no,
Black
no.
Panthers.
I, yeah, I know. It has nothing to do with the colors, but I feel like to spark interest in retail, people coming in, you know,
You know what's going to spark retail? The
money.
APR going up.
Yeah.
So when we get to the next round, we'll have what 20,000 minted. It's gonna be a long time to get to 30. I think years. Like I still feel like to get to the 20,000 mark to get to round three, I think it's going to take at least a year, in my opinion. Um, the marketplace is great. It allows people to go on and sell their NFTs fairly quickly, from what I've gathered.
Hmm.
But I still think that it's going to be a slow grind. Now, once we get past the halfway mark, it might speed up some. We definitely didn't see 3,500 selling in 2 days in round one. Um, the speculation, everybody was like, oh, last thousand is going to go fast. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I think the last thousand of this round will go fast, but I can't see 3,500 flying off the shelves in 2 days like it did on the last round.
Yeah. Well, it costs more money, so.
Yeah. So I don't,
But
you know,
the flywheel, if
yeah.
depending on where the price of the elephant is and people start taking profit, you
Mhm.
never know. Things have been going crazy lately, so I
Yep.
I, I can't predict the future. I can't even try to think about what's going to happen because something totally different might happen.
Yeah. And I understand, like I said, if I was new getting into elephant, I would probably just buy elephant. Well, actually, I don't know what I would do because when I was new to elephant, I bought a lot of trunk when trunk depegged. Um,
Yeah.
and I'm not upset about it. I
No.
wish I would have bought elephant, but I did DCA into elephant. I did hit my goal,
Hmm.
and I would never be in the position I'm in now if it wasn't for the exploit, right?
Yeah.
So I know pre-exploit, I was trying to get to 10 billion. Like that was the goal, was 10 billion. Because of reflections. At that time, reflections were giving about 5% APR. So doing the price comparison, it was like, ooh, if I can get to 10 billion, then in the future with price appreciation, 5% is going to be really good. So after the exploit, now the new goal was 100 billion, right? 100 billion was the new trillion, because obviously if I could get a trillion, that's where I would have been. But that was unrealistic. But so hopefully we are reaching out like to the new people coming in, because now everybody, when people ask, we're like, hey, get Elephant first. It's the asset. It's the asset. It's the appreciating asset.
I have some people asking me about the NFTs, if they should buy some. Yeah. I keep telling them, I'm like, nah, I think the Elephant token is the way to go. And once you have a good bag, then venture into it, buy one or two. But it's hard for me to say, because there's people that are like, well, what about futures? I'm like, well, futures is nice. That's like a long-term play. Put $200 in every month, and in 4 years you can probably retire just off that.
I mean, futures is good, but futures is the same price every single week. It's the same price. And you can put. I'm not saying don't start a futures account. I have a futures account. But I started my futures account in January. And I put $200, a week or every other week or a month, into it. Now my futures account's $11,000. But, I didn't stop buying Elephant at the same time. When NFTs came out, I stopped buying Elephant. I bought NFTs. Now that round one is over, I stopped buying NFTs and went back to buying Elephant. Now Trunk's starting to go up, so I'm buying some Trunk. Now, do I suggest everybody follow me? No. Make sure you have an Elephant bag that you're comfortable with.
That's what I like about Elephant, is that everyone has their own strategies. What are you doing right now?
I'm drinking water. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't even see anything in your hand.
Oh, is it invisible? It is. That's funny.
I was like, what?
So yeah, go ahead, expand upon that.
Yeah, so that's one of the benefits to me about the ecosystem, kind of drew me in, is that I hate the idea of game theory when it comes to money, because when I hear that, I just feel like, oh, I'm just going to lose it all. It's just a gamble. It's just a game, whatever. But honestly, the different strategies that you can do to build your wealth, it's fun. So yeah, I guess you'd want to call it a game theory, but I absolutely hate that term. I feel like you can't bring new people in when you say that, because they just look at you like, oh, you're just a punk kid trying to waste your money away. But yeah, there's a lot of different features to the ecosystem and different ways to play.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, I get that if I buy an NFT, I could just buy Elephant, and maybe that Elephant appreciates more. But I have a longer vision, and again, I think it comes back to where you are in your life cycle of learning Elephant, right? Will I be upset in a year? I mean, maybe. I doubt it. I'm pretty happy with the returns I'm getting from the NFTs, but I'm really happy with the returns I'm getting from my Elephant as well. So, in the same token, if I would have stuck that money that I put in the NFTs into the Elephant, well, it would be a lot more right now, but I'm not unhappy. I haven't felt like I missed out, I would have felt that I missed out if I still feel like I missed out, because I was trying to get to a certain number and I didn't get there.
What was the number?
I was trying to get to 100.
Where are you at now?
Less than 100.
Okay. So I was trying to get to 10.
Yeah. Where are you at
now? I am at 25.
I have more than 25.
So I'm trying to, I in my mind, I'm like, oh, let me get to 30. So that way I have two boys, and I can give each of them 15.
Yeah.
But then I'm part of me's like, man, I don't know, maybe 25 is good, and I'll just buy the just elephant and add to
Yeah,
my trunk bag.
I mean,
Stampede.
if you, yeah, I think if you don't have, predetermined elephant bags for your kids, then that's probably the route you should probably go first. But before round two's over, you should probably buy whatever NFTs you're going to buy them. In my mind, once round two goes by, I probably won't buy any more NFTs. You know, because I hope to have, as many as
Mhm.
I want. Will I get to 100? Yeah, probably not. I'm not delusional in that thinking anymore. But I'm not unhappy, with where
Mhm.
I'm at, especially if we 10x. Well, then my returns that I'm getting now, I'm going to be really happy with.
Do you have
And
more
then
than 50?
I do have more than 50. Yeah.
More than 51?
I have between 50 and 100. Uh,
I'm so
but
scared.
I'm not scared. It's just, yeah, I have more than 50. So that's all you
All
need to
right. All right. Well, maybe our
know.
audience wants to know.
Well, then now they know. Now they know that I have more than 50. um, but I still think it just really comes down to that. I'm not unhappy that at the number I ended up with. And actually, I feel pretty lucky that I got to the number that I did because the Robinhood fiasco, you actually bought some for me that I had to pay you back for, and
Mhm.
so it was, you know,
It is what it is. How many black NFTs do you have?
I have two. I sold one of mine.
You got so you originally
I had
had
three.
3?
Yeah, I had three. So I hit that 6%. So I was over 50 and hit three and had three.
I Yeah, I ended up getting 3 as well, and
Mhm.
then sold one and picked up about 4 NFTs off the black market, I guess you would say.
It's like a gray market, it's not really black. But so I think it comes down to long term. Now I don't have to worry about the same thing. I can just give my kids 10 NFTs each, and then that's all the elephant that they'll need. I mean, they have a good amount of elephant in their account anyway.
Yeah. So you said 100 isn't realistic.
Not necessarily. I mean, I think it really depends on a lot of factors. Because my wife, hey, you know, my wife's gonna want to buy a house again. Um,
Damn
so
wife, so needy.
she's gonna want to buy an expensive house too. That's the problem.
Uh,
So you know, some of my money's gonna have to go to that. If it doesn't, then maybe I can get to 100. But
so
I
if
think
you
it would be
can't,
really cool to own 1%
so
of
what?
however many's out there.
Oh, that would be pretty nice. So if what is your goal right now then? Is this like if you're saying I'd like to get to 100, but that's a harder goal to get to, what is more of an achievable goal for you to try to get to at this point?
I think I have stopped setting goals that way because I don't want to be disappointed. I was kind of
Hmm.
not hurt. I didn't cry or anything, but when I didn't get to the goal after round one, I was like kind of, But what did I do? I bought more elephant, right? So instead of buying the NFTs that I
Mhm.
was trying to buy, I bought more elephant. So now I'm pretty happy. We're going up 2 and 3% a day. I'm getting appreciation on all that elephant. So when it
Mhm.
comes down to it, when I think the round two is going to end, if I really, really want to, then I can scalp some of that elephant and you know buy more NFTs than I would have bought at the same time,
Mhm.
right? Because I mean, we're already. I mean, at that time, when round one ended, we were still at I think one BNB per billion, pretty close to that, right? And now we're at what 2.5 BNB per billion. So we've
Yeah.
already appreciated. Um, maybe is it more? Is it three now? Might be up to three.
Yeah, I think it's 3. 3 B&B equals a
Three BNB
billion,
per billion.
pretty much. Yeah. Well, the price of B&B is around 215.
Yeah.
What do you think the price of B&B is going to be by the end of the year? It's
I don't
3
know.
months from now.
No, man. I'm hoping it will start grinding up. It's not going to go up fast, but 300 would be nice.
I was thinking that it would be nice to have B&B go up, but the more I think about it now, the more I don't want it to go up because honestly, the cheaper it is, the easier it is for people to buy the B&B and buy NFTs or buy Elephant with it, whatever the case may be. And then next year, it can start moving up in price, and it's really going to skyrocket the price of Elephant. I mean,
Yep.
just imagine if people are coming in now, shoving in, let's say someone comes in and puts in $1,000. Okay, new person comes in, puts in $1,000, and that comes out to five B&B. Okay, um, if the price was, double $400 for B&B, that's half the amount of B&B going into the liquidity pool. So in my mind, I would like to see 150,000 B&B in the liquidity pool before the price starts moving up. I think we're at 100 and what, 13?
I haven't even looked at that lately. I know we
I
were
think
over
we're
100 up.
yeah, I think
113.
we're at I think we might be 114 or 117. I'm trying to
Let's
go
see.
off memory. But if we can get to 150,000 B&B and then the price starts moving, oh buddy, oh buddy, it's going to be nice. Delayed gratification. That's what BT keeps preaching. And I never I understood it, but now I'm starting to think like, oh, dude, we could have some high highs right now, or if we wait a few more months and get more B&B into the liquidity pool, this thing is going to get stronger, more sustainable for the future, and it's going to be
Yeah.
a lot more fun to see it skyrocket when the price goes up.
Yeah, it's 116.6.
116. Okay, so when I said 117, that was
Almost
close.
117, yeah. Almost
Yeah.
117. And what you're saying, that's the same thing too. Because with the price of being lower, that's gonna make people buy NFTs more, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, if for two B&B is only 425, 430,
Mhm.
they're more apt to mint one for $400. If
Yeah.
B&B was to go up to 300, now we're talking $600 for an NFT. Now the NFT starts slowing down.
Mm, yeah.
You know,
Which works
so
good for the people that got in early, but for the newcomers that are just hearing about the elephant token and the elephant beat or NFT,
yeah,
that kind of sucks for them, but it's a double-edged sword. You
yeah.
want the price to stay low so you can buy a lot, but then you want the price to go up so a lot aren't minted anymore, so you get more rewards.
Well, it's going to be cyclical. It's going to be cyclical. Like the slower it goes, the slower it is for people to mint and stake, the higher
Hmm.
the APR is going to go, right? And the higher the
Yeah.
APR goes, then it's going to start enticing people to buy them again. And then will there be that mad rush? FOMO will kick it once we mint half of round two, the FOMO is going to kick in, and people like me that are like, "Ooh, I'm not buying any more after round two." Now I'm gonna find money to put in
Mhm.
and and to try to get more, because once it does go to round two, well, that's where I'm at. I think
Are
I
are
don't
you
think that I buy anymore after round two.
are, are you using the marketplace to buy, or are you minting, or are you going black market and going, you
Oh, I
know?
haven't bought any since round one, so I
Hmm.
haven't bought any NFT since round one.
So I ended up getting 20 um, during round one, and then I got five more. I didn't mint them. I ended up buying them through a third party for 1.5 B&B each.
Man,
So
you go,
so I figure that's a
took a paddle out of the water, man. Took a paddle out of the water.
maybe, but at the end of the day, I got to do what's right. I got to feel like what's best for me and my family, and I'm still rowing. I
Yeah,
just had to take a breather. That's all.
had had to go some air. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. So what else? So have I convinced you to buy more NFTs?
I mean, I want to get 30, but I don't want to spend the money right now. So
Here's how it's going to
I'm
go, Ag. This is what's going to happen because we had this conversation when you got to your elephant goal.
yeah.
And,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
you're going to get to 30, and then the new goal is going to be 35.
Yeah.
You're going to get to 35, and then the new goal is going to be 50. I mean, you should really get
You're
more
right.
than me, right? We're in competition, unspoken. You should get more than I am.
Well, I don't know. They're getting too expensive for me. I'm not. I only have the house I live in. I can't sell off other stuff to buy NFTs.
I know. I know. Well, like, subscribe, hit the button, share with your friends. You guys
Yeah,
have questions, put in the comments.
let us know
Not
what we should talk
not
about on.
financial advice. Just two dudes talking on the internet.
Yeah, we're just having fun. If you want to be a guest on our show and you got a good following, let us know, man. Well, let's get you on. And we can shoot some ideas and strategies and talk about elephant. So,
Don't sue me, bro. Not financial advice.
all right, guys. You have a good one, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Hey, AJ, did you do your intro right this time?
I believe my name is AG. Thank you.
I went out.